Hi guys, so I'm back with 3 completed fairy journals. Yes, I am finally done with these journals, and this is the end of this little series slash collection, and now I can move on to my design team project, which I am super excited to start, and I'm gonna start on that tomorrow. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys because all 3 of these journals are already spoken for, but I still wanted to share them with you guys. Maybe you guys can get inspiration or ideas. So the first one here is for this one is for Shelly, and I'm just gonna let them know that I uploaded the video so that they can take a look and see what they look like. So just like the first one, I have some crackle accent here. You can see like the crackle effect. Nice little flower there. It's got some seam binding closure. I have I still got glue on my fingers. I have some silver bow corners and some lace with some pearls, and this is what the spine looks like. I use the same flowers. I use grommets to run the seam binding through, but then I use the same flower as the spine. I used like to hide the grommet in the front, and then the back looks like that, and my little stamp. And then I have a little tassel just hanging from a little bow pin, and I did not use a grommet this time in any of them, because by the time I realized it was too late. So it's just hanging from the lace, so it's fine. It still hangs nice. You can put it wherever you want with the bow pin, and you can take it off if you don't want it. I mean, the spine really doesn't need anything. It's beautiful as it is. And then I have these little fairies that I made out of resin, and then I have the little metal fairy charm hanging from that. And then the tassel just has laces and little beads hanging from it, and just to add a little extra something. So let's get into it. Oh, and then I've used some glass glitter on the fairy wings too, on the cover. So let's get to it, because I want to see if I can get all three of them here. So you open it up, and it's got fabric, and I use this fabric that my friend Aaliyah sent me. Thank you, Aaliyah. I'm already using some of the goodies that you sent me, and it's got 3 signatures, and I can't remember the page count, but in the listing I'll have the page count. So I have a library card pocket here, and I have a little glassine envelope. You can add something in it. It's empty, but you can add something, and it's got a little flower with some cheesecloth. And this is one of the oh my gosh, look, more glue. One of the tags from Seneca Pond Crafts, and I think this is the butterfly sheep tags, or I'll be sure to list what collection this is, but it's beautiful tags, beautiful butterfly images. So I use that as well. Have some of this vine here, and some lace and some cheesecloth in the back here. And so we open it up, and these books were very different because they had so many little books, so many little tiny signatures that no matter what I did, they were not like in order. I could not bind them in order. So every single page on the book is here, but for some reason my copyright, well, I'll show you where the copyright is. It was weird the way that it was bound. But she wanted this watercolor paper, and I think this is from Dreams Etc. So I added the watercolor paper. She didn't want no coffee dye paper. She wanted food coloring paper, so that's what I did. Here we have a little pocket with some trim, you know, lace, and 2 tags, and my little note from the bookmaker. This is stitched. The bigger tags have all been stitched onto food coloring paper, and more lace here. Some Edith Holden paper, doily, music paper. And this is the Ivy Shutters Fairy Dust collection. And Ivy Shutters is on Etsy. Beautiful images. This I altered a Rolodex card, and I just added I backed the Rolodex card onto some paper from the kit, and added a flower and a leaf, some crochet trim, and some eyelash trim and cheesecloth, and that's what I did. And then I added this tag, some tracing paper, and this is part of another kit that I have. Another fairy book that I have. This is a glassine bag I left empty. More watercolor paper, not watercolor, oh my gosh, food coloring paper. Look at that image, how gorgeous. More lace here, and this is more of that paper that she wanted, and I just added in each of the envelopes extra stationery for extra journaling. Here I used a guest check, and I altered it. I used let me pull everything out so you can see. I used a doily, and then I used a cupcake liner, and then I used a ticket, and added some of this dazzling eyelash trim, stitched around the guest check, and then now I have a opening in the back of that, and then in the front as well. More of that watercolor she wanted. The other part of that bag. Tracing paper. Here is a glass seam bag. And you know what? And you have this glass seam bag. Actually, you know what? I'll just show you with this. It's a glass seam bag, and I folded it up. I added some of this pretty trim here with a butterfly. You have a pocket here. You have a pocket in the bag itself, and then you have another pocket in the back here. So a lot of pockets. Music, paper, Twilly, Edith Holden. Pink. This is an envelope. It's nothing inside of it, but you can add something in it. Beautiful paper. Beautiful images. More Edith Holden. More of that watercolor. And that's that fairy book that I have. Beautiful images. Tracing paper, and this is a bag. It's like a wax bag. So very colorful, which is what she wanted. Some envelope with more stationery. Here I took a alterations tag, and I used the bottom portion of it. I ripped it and used it, stitched it on the top to make a pocket, added some eyelet trim. Thank you, Aaliyah. She sent this to me, and I made it into a tag, put some seam binding on the top, left it open for a little corner tuck right there, and added a beautiful tag from Seneca Pond Crafts, and added a little fairy die cut here with some cheesecloth and eyelash trim there. With that watercolor paper. The other side of that bag. Trying to go fast, guys, because I still have two more. Here is a magnetic envelope. It's got nothing in it, but you can add something to it, and I just ran some of that vine with a flower and some trim, and I left it open in the back for a pocket. And this is another corner, and it's got some lace. Edith Holden. Tracing paper. More side tuck here, stitched onto dyed paper. Another glassine bag. More music paper. More stationery in there. This is one of Crafty Irina pockets, And I just added some lace and a little bow, and I used one of Seneca Pond Crafts little tags. And you can add, I have the tag in here, but you can also add something in there and something, let me see, 1, 2, and 3. So you have 2 more spots where you can add something into. So it's one of her triple pocket things. Another little envelope. Here I have a tea bag, and I just embellished it. I just added one of these little botanical cards. Little tea bag. I loved working with this. So fun. And I added some white beaded eyelash trim. Got the little beads and little crocheted little butterfly there, and then some crochet trim there, and then I left it open for stationery, and then I have another little tag there. Yeah, and it has a little applique. I don't know if you can see that I attached to it. Yeah, I like working with these tea filters, tea bags, actually. It's a nice little texture there. More glassine. And little tuck there. And a little flip with another little oval tag. And a glassine envelope that I've just added some crochet, and it has a little tag in here. And in the back it has more stationery, and that is that one, and this one belongs to Shelly. So I hope you like it, Shelly. And let's see, I'll show you Corrine. Corrine, is this Corrine's? Let me see, let me make sure. Sorry guys, yep, Corrine. This is Corrine's, and Corrine's is larger. She wanted, let me just hold on, sorry guys, I'm gonna bring you up for just a moment. Hers is, she wanted the Flower Fairy Secret World, so this one is larger. And here is her tassel, and I added another fairy, resin fairy, and a charm. And then I used this beautiful lace there, and these flowers for the spine, and this is the back. And I did the same exact closure. So that is Corrine's. It's larger. So this one, what does this one measure? This one measures 9 1/4 by 7 3/8. So it's pretty big. So here all I did was I stickled and glossy glossy accented some of the flowers, and added some glitter glass to the fairy wings and some of the flowers. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up because the cover is shiny as it is. So, but that's what it looks like. So let's go into hers. So it's very similar. The components are very similar. So here we have the same thing, the library pocket. Oh, let me bring you down. Guys, I'm gonna move you for a moment because this one is taller, so I'm gonna have to bring you up. I'm sorry if I'm making you seasick. All right, hopefully that is a little bit better. So we have the library pocket with the tag, and it's backed onto some cheesecloth here, and the lace and the vines. And then this one as well, the way it was, the signature was in it, it was weird, so I ended up with the back of a sheet here. So I added a page from one of my other fairy books, but I love it, it's so beautiful. So I just added a flower here that I fussy cut, and it's serving as a pocket. So it's holding this beautiful tag and a note from the bookmaker, and that holds that. A magnetic envelope here. Ooh, a little bit of glue. It doesn't have anything in it, but you could fit something in there, and it's magnetized, and it's sandwiched with lace. Little flower here, mulberry flower, and here it's open for a tag and stationery. And you have a pocket here, or a side tuck. And here I have used coffee dye paper. So, been stitched onto coffee dye paper. Some of that fairy book story, it's like a storybook that I have. This is an envelope, and inside I have 2 journaling cards. Done some inking. Little clock backed onto some cheesecloth. And then the other side I have some crochet lace that holds a journaling spot. Glassine bag and a little tuck there with 2 tags. Beautiful. You can actually journal on these pages, they're so big. Some doily, and then this is some food coloring paper, and then Flower Fairy Secret World. So this is the beginning. Here I have an alterations tag, and I did the same thing as I did the other one. Coffee dyed paper, and the tracing paper has been coffee dyed. I love the sound of it. Some Edith Holden. This is Edith, yes, this is Edith Holden. And in each envelope I've added some pretty stationery for extra journaling. Nice little fairy clock here with some cheesecloth in the back. Little tag. This is a flip with a little crochet butterfly. More stationery. That paper is gorgeous. Little fairy there. Doily, glassine bag, music sheet, more of that fairy book. Isn't she cute? And the laces have been sewn. And this is a little card. You can journal there, and it also serves to hold this extra journaling sheet. Another Crafty Arena pocket with a tag here, the seam binding. Room for adding more ephemera, and each one of these journals will come with a little ephemera little goodie bag for you guys to decorate even more. I always do that with my journals. More stationery, and here is another guest check that houses this and this beautiful tag. Little doily there. Side tuck. Nice little envelope here with the fairies on a journey. And 2 more tags. Some lace here. Cute little fairy. And this is another Rolodex card that I've altered. And you can actually put a bigger item here because I left it open on this side, so you could put, like, you know, you're not limited as to what you can put in there. Friendship code. So cute. But guys, I am all fairied out. Putting my fairy stuff away because now it's time to move on to something else. There we go. I have a couple people that want a couple custom things, but I will get to that those as soon as I'm done with my design team. Beautiful. And here we have another little tea bag with another botanical card. These are so fun, and it also has an applique there. Love them, with the little dangly eyelash trim with the beads. This opens this way. And then the flap serves for more journaling. And here is a glassine bag, and the same thing is open here, and then this is also a pocket. And it has the little dangly beads. Another envelope with a beautiful little fairy. And she has, the camera might, she's wearing a little gown. She's not naked. Edith Holden. Glassine bag. And an envelope, and you have a little tag in here as well. Very cute. And a tag up here. And that is the back of that one. All right, one more. This one is for MJ. And this one is very similar to Shelly's. You have the crackle accent there. Corners, and all of them have corners, of course. The only thing is the flowers are different, but exactly the same as, you know, same kind of closure, same little tassel. The little wings have been stickled, not stickled, glass glitter. So let's get right into it. Guys, thank you so much for your support. It means so much to me. I just realized I hit 500, so that means I'm gonna be having a giveaway soon, so stay tuned for that. I'm not gonna say when, and I'm not gonna say in what video, but I'm going to. So thank you so much for your support to my YouTube channel and to my Etsy shop. It means so much to me. I can't say it enough. So I really appreciate you all. Thank you. Anyway, let's get back to this. Same thing, little library card and side tuck. So it's basically the same as Shelly's. The only thing is, unfortunately, I ran out of this, so this is different than Shelly's and Corinne's. I ran out of this white lace. I ordered some more, but it's still not here, so MJ got it. Some music sheet, coffee dyed paper, Edith Holden doily. I'm gonna go a little faster on this one because it's really basically the same. You have stationery in the envelope, your little Rolodex, altered Rolodex, doily, Edith Holden, and then Seneca Pond. Look at how beautiful. Little lace here, tracing paper, and then here is your altered guest check. So this goes in the back. And this goes here, and I followed a tutorial. I got the idea for this off of Kelly Snow, if anyone is interested. She has a really she has a lot of ideas. I really enjoy watching her. pretty sure that's who it was. I watched so many videos. Two tags here. I love this this music sheet because they have graphics. This says Dreamland. Side tuck. And alterations tag. More Crafty Irina. I wanted to there was a stage in my life where I was trying to sculpt fairies. Oh man, that was a fail. Pocket here, and there's still a pocket in the back as well. But oh my gosh, I wish, and this has the beautiful trims, I wish I could sculpt fairies. Magnetic envelope. It's empty but magnetic, and more stationery. And two more tags. Side tuck. And tag and a flip. Guys, guess what I was doing? I was I was dyeing paper using avocado peels. So cool. I'll have to come back and show you. And a tea bag with a little botanical card in there. Same thing, I got applique, and so beautiful. I love those. And we are getting close to the, oh, I have to put something here. I'll put some stationery there, MJ. And that is the back. And you have another little card in here. And that is the back of that one. So that is it, guys. That is the end of my fairy journals. Oh my gosh. Whew. Thank you so much if you hung out to the end, guys. That is it. No more fairy journals. So thank you for watching, guys. I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye.